A year ago, Oklahoma destroyed Texas 63-14. And afterwards, the Sooners preened in front of the scoreboard. Chris Sims and his Texas teammates insist it won't happen again.
I had this day circled on my calendar for a year.
And now the day is here.
They scored 63 points on us last year. Not today. Not today.
With the State Fair of Texas as our backdrop, the SBC Red River Shootout unfolds in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. It's Oklahoma and Texas. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brent Musburger along with Gary Danielson. Well, every year on the journey to the national championship, there are a few games that define the road. Folks, we have reached the first fork in our highway. Win today and you control your destiny. Lose today and you need a lot of help. And Gary, this is a tale of two quarterbacks.
You're right, Brent. And let's start with Texas and Chris Sims. He's got all the measurables, the arm strength, the feet, the size that everybody loves. It's that elusive it that some quarterbacks have. The Elways, the Montanas. His dad, Phil, had it. It's games like this in Oklahoma that Chris can make his mark because that's all he's lacking. The other side, Oklahoma, Nate Hibble, he proved last week against Kansas State that he has it. He's tough, he's courageous, his team loves him. But does he have all the measurables and talent to beat a great Texas team? It's a fascinating matchup.
Let's join our PA announcer, Bob Cole.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Dr. Kevin Sensal, the eyes of Oklahoma.
And here come the Longhorns.
Presented by an honor guard from the UT Navy ROTC. Please stand as University of Texas Director of Bands Jerry Junkin leads us in our national anthem.
Nothing better than Old Glory flapping in the breeze on a Saturday afternoon as the Sooners and the Longhorns are ready to get it on. Alice Jackaroo is up inside that famous tunnel, and Jack, any trash talking up there between the two teams?
No, Brenton, no surprise. Almost workmanlike. Both teams came out of the tunnel and spilled out into what I think may be the most incredible crowd that I've ever witnessed for a college football rivalry. Why? Well, it's a neutral site. They split the field right down the middle. Crimson and cream on one side, the burnt orange on the other side. And as you said, with this Texas State Fair as a backdrop, there's a couple 100,000 people wandering the grounds. Don't even have tickets to this game. I'll tell you what, I've done every major college football rivalry in the country. My first visit here, I'm pumped up and ready to play.
Well, you know this man is pumped up. He's never been beaten by a top 10 team, and here he comes again. Coach of the defending national champion, Oklahoma Sooners, Bob Stoops, who has done a remarkable job in his third year. And across the field, well, a man who needs to win a big game at a big school, Mack Brown, his fourth year. He has recruited some of the best classes in the country over the last few years, and now they must step it up on the field. Mack Brown's Longhorns will get the ball to start the game. Victor Ike and Urvis Hill, with Duncan kicking it off for the Sooners. Underway in Dallas. And Sims will have it on the 20-yard line as he brings it out. We asked Chris Sims about the first series against Oklahoma today.
I hope we can come out and run the ball on them effectively enough, and then you know, do a few things off of that. You know, a few play action passes, and you know, just be patient. Take what they give us. It's a great defense. They're very disciplined, and you know, we can't force much.
So Chris dashes out with the play from the sideline. The one back, Ivan Williams behind him to start the game. Bo Scapes, the tight end, number 80. Chris puts Williams out to the 26-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain, and now it's time for our Burger King lineups. Ivan Williams, now what he must do besides run the ball is also blitz protect. When the Sooners come, that's something the young man had to work on. The offensive line, and they will be concentrating on the freshman phenom, number 97, Tommy Harris. They must stop him. The Horns think Harris is their best defensive lineman. Down now on 2nd and 4. Will they put Williams in play? They do. Slash reaches out for the first down at the 30-yard line, with Lehman making the stop for this OU defense. And here is Tommy Harris, number 97. Only a freshman starts in that defensive line. The linebackers you know about. Rocky Kalmus rocked Sims last year with an interception which he returned for a TD. But Brandon Everidge can't bite on play action. Chris Sims thinks before the game is over he can get something deep against the safeties. 3rd down and short with Cedric Benson, and it is Sims bucking ahead for the first down.
If you're going to try to win this football game, the start is so important. The Pontiac Game Solutions, the two matchups. One team cannot allow the other team to get a big lead because both teams want to have balance, run and pass, yards after catch, playmakers at wide receiver and running back. And Brent, anytime you have two even teams, we know kicking game usually decides it.
4 wide and Victor Ike into the backfield. The coaches like what they see of the offensive line so far. Short drop. He's now completed 2 in a row, but that one not much of a gain as Roy Williams came up and got all over B.J. Johnson. There is a great safety, number 38 for the Sooners.
Well, I think that's the key to the ball game for Texas. They want to control the two safeties. Everidge and Williams are both big-time tacklers. Kansas State did a great job of that last week with the option play and play-action passes. Texas said they want to do the same. Control those two guys where they line up with formations. It's been 2 tight ends for most of the game for Texas.
Williams back. Sims needs time. They'll run. Williams breaks the first tackle. This will put the Horns in 3rd and long.
Guess who? Tommy Harris. Beat the block right up the middle, the freshman, number 97. He is such a load. Cuts it. There's cutoff try by the center this time. Matthew Anderson, look at that, can't get him. And Brent, every high school player that played against that guy last year in high school, I'd go back and watch films of. They might be some good players that didn't get recruited because they couldn't block him.
Isn't that the truth? Here's your 3rd and long now for Sims and the Horns, who stay 4 wide. They need to reach the 41-yard line. Penalty flag is down. There is a penalty flag thrown.
Prior to snap, ball start offense, 5 yards.
Let's check in with John Saunders in New York. John?
Brenton, the Coors Light update. What a finish in the SEC. Tennessee had grabbed the lead late in the last minute. Georgia comes right back. David Green, 6 yards to Veron Haynes. 1980 was the last time Georgia had beaten Tennessee in Knoxville. Brent.
Big win for Mark Richt. John, in his first year between the hedges after the penalty, it is really 3rd and long. He needs all of 15 here. 15, 16 yards to get his first down. He'll throw it to Williams on the screen. No, they will be forced to punt. Corey Klein making the stop for the Sooners.
Mac Brown and Greg Davis came out conservatively. They do not want an early turnover to destroy their balance in the football game. Not surprised that that was a lot of fluff and a little easy pass to the wide receiver.
Brian Bradford's a young punter. Curtis Fagan is set to return this punt. He's the junior from Houston. Fields it at the 36-yard line. And coming down hard. So the Horns with great punt coverage. Timeout. Time for the defending champions to go on the attack, and here is Nate Hibble. Brings the play out from the sideline.